Hello, and welcome to another video. For a long time, I haven't had the excitement and satisfaction of completing a game to 100%. Maybe it's because the games these days are just too big, filled with a lot of extra content and optional activities to up the game time as much as possible. Or maybe it's just because I have a huge backlog of games to complete and I jump from one game to another and rarely replay any games. I don't know. I remember my school days when I would just get one game a month and I had to make the most of it. I would not only try to complete the game, but also try to get as many trophies as possible the game had to offer, and finally try to get that platinum. So I wanted to get that nostalgia and decided to start my platinum hunting hobby again and complete the games in my arsenal as much as possible. First things first, I created a fresh PlayStation account and started with a game which would definitely give me that huge burst of nostalgia. And here we are, trying to complete Dragon Ball Z Budokai Collection HD and get that shining platinum. I decided to start my journey with Budokai 1, where I wasted no time and jumped right into the story mode. The story begins with Raditz coming to Earth and telling Goku that he's none other than his older brother. He then beats the shit out of Goku and kidnaps Gohan. We then have to play as Goku and defeat Raditz. You know, the usual Dragon Ball Z story. I used to play Dragon Ball Z Infinite World as a kid on PlayStation 2 and thought that this game would be very similar to Infinite World, but I was super wrong. The controls and combo were so different that at that point I had no idea what I was doing. So I improvised and button mashed my way through to beat Raditz. Goku somehow manages to grab Raditz's tail, but Goku being Goku, he releases it. The fight goes on and Goku and Piccolo are losing really bad. Gohan sees this and gets very angry, and Gohan gives Goku the perfect opening to let him grab Raditz's tail again while Piccolo prepares his special beam cannon. I then had to rotate the joystick and push Raditz towards the red zone, but he proved too strong for me and knocked me out cold quite a few times. The struggle was so real here. Like, I tried so many times over and over again, but it just won't work until I finally got it. Okay, so with that done, Piccolo shot us both down and I was very unhappy that Goku died. But you know what? It's all okay because I got my first trophy, Special Beam Cannon. 6 months pass by while Goku trains under King Kai, while the Z fighters die one after the other in the hands of the Saiyans. Goku finally arrives on the battlefield and we then have to fight against Nappa. At this point I still didn't know how the controls kind of worked and I was just trying to figure stuff out. After trying a few things, I finally figured out how to transform into Kaioken and beat Nappa. Nappa asks Vegeta for some help and Vegeta does help him in the most Saiyan way possible. After that, Goku and Vegeta finally take their iconic battle stance and the battle commences. Vegeta smacked me quite a few times, but I pulled off the Kamehameha and finally beat him. Vegeta, being the sore loser that he is, he transformed into a giant ape and turned the tides of the battle. However, this victory didn't last too long for him, as he got his tail cut by the legend himself, Yajirobe. Damn, I love the old school Dragon Ball Z. Goku then hands over the Spirit Bomb to Krillin and Gohan, and their teamwork somehow manages to land the attack on Vegeta and beat him for good. Vegeta somehow survives the attack and manages to escape in his pod, and the Saiyan saga finally comes to an end. I love the fact that this game is so much like the anime and they have this intro screen before every saga or every battle. It really gave me that huge burst of nostalgia that I needed. Well, the next saga begins and Goku starts with his training to become better than Vegeta and help the others on Namek. The game finally gives us these 3 tutorial matches to learn a few tricks. We start by deflecting Energy Blast, then going into this battle mode mini game, and then finally beating Vegeta, which boosted Goku's confidence to Cloud 9 and gave me my second trophy. Goku arrives on the battlefield right on time and saves Krillin and Gohan, and I beat Raccoon with ease. After that, I fought against Captain Ginyu and finally was able to use supers and combos and beat Ginyu easily. Ginyu used his special move change and switched bodies with me. I then had to play as Ginyu and beat the shit out of Goku. Honestly, I personally preferred Ginyu over Goku because he was way more easier to use and control. Goku finally manages to jump at the right time and gets his body back and earns me that trophy. The story continues and Goku now has to fight off against Frieza. At this point, I was quite comfortable with the controls and was on a good win streak. I didn't like the way you perform a key charge in Budokai games as it feels too tedious compared to the Infinite World. Also, I'm not a big fan of Budokai 1's super attacks as they're linked with performing a combo and can't be performed separately. Anyway, Goku and the gang finally manages to beat Frieza, but Frieza returns with a vengeance and destroys Krillin. Goku finally goes Super Saiyan and round 2 begins. At this point, I got a bit too cocky and lost a couple of good rounds against Frieza. But I finally managed to beat him and get another trophy. After that, Frieza gets destroyed by both Goku and Trunks, and the Z fighters prepare for the android menace. 3 years pass and Goku finally faces the androids. I wanted to recreate the fight scene in the most authentic way as possible, so I let Android 19 beat Goku and knock him out of Super Saiyan form. Just as 19 was about to finish Goku, Vegeta jumps in and destroys number 19 while I earn my next trophy. The real androids are finally released and Vegeta gets his arm broken. Some time passes and we then see the emergence of Cell. Piccolo merges with Kami and fights off against Cell. Honestly, playing as Piccolo was so much smoother and I easily managed to win against Cell, who still managed to escape, earning me another trophy. After that, the story continues and we now have to face off against the androids. And honestly, recreating this fight in the game was super fun, as it was one of Piccolo's best moments in the show, which didn't last too long. Cell absorbs both the androids and attains his perfect body. He then beats the shit out of Vegeta and Trunks and tells them about the Budokai tournament. Finally, the Cell games begin and we play as Goku fighting off against Cell. This was fun as I somehow managed to pull off the Warp Kamehameha in this fight, and then Cell legit knocked me out quite good, just like the show. Goku gives up and now we have to recreate Gohan vs Cell, which was pretty tough to be honest, as Cell just kept knocking me off of the Super Saiyan form right away. After a few tries, I finally made it through, and Gohan witnesses his friends getting beat up by Cell Juniors and number 16's head getting crushed by Cell, which triggers Gohan's rage and that epic Super Saiyan 2 form. We then have to fight against 6 Cell Juniors who kept knocking me off of the Super Saiyan 2 form, but I managed to get that win. Honestly, the second Cell fight kind of started to feel a bit too tough for me, as Cell always knocked me off of that Super Saiyan form and just kept beating me. And then this happened. Gohan beats Cell so much that he pukes out Android 18 and reverts back to his third form. And this earns me the trophy Super Saiyan 2. Cell explodes and Goku sacrifices himself to save everyone. However, Cell returns soon after and the final battle of the story mode begins. This fight took me a few tries, but after this I finally finished the story mode. Well, I was wrong in thinking that I finished the story mode. You see, the story mode in the Budokai games always have that extra story content which gets unlocked after the first round. So I started back and went through all the extra missions remaining in all the sagas. I started with Piccolo's first mission, fighting off against Raditz, which was a piece of cake at this point, and after this easy victory, Piccolo prepared his signature special beam cannon and sends Goku and his brother to the next dimension. Which also got me an easy trophy. We then continue through the saga, where we now have to fight against Nappa, who is again nothing too special. After the fight, we witness one of the most iconic Piccolo moments from the show, where he sacrifices himself to save Gohan, giving me the Cyberman Hunter trophy. The final mission in the Saiyan saga lets us play as Vegeta, where we have to fight up against the remaining Z fighters and take revenge for Nappa. The cutscenes after each fight were hilarious and showed an alternative ending for the Saiyan saga, where Vegeta finally becomes a Super Saiyan. Honestly, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, these extra cutscenes are a must watch. Games used to be so good back in the day, like you can literally see the devs went out of their way to add these extras, which is gold. Also, I earned a trophy for completing the whole Saiyan saga. I continued on with the Namek saga, where Vegeta fought off against Zarbon and Recoome, which unlocked Dodoria, and popped another trophy for collecting all the members of Team Frieza. The final mission lets us play as Frieza taking down all the Z fighters one by one, and finally even Goku. Again, after this, we see an alternate ending where Frieza gets his wish for immortality granted and destroys Namek. This got me the trophy Namek Saga Clear. Similarly, I played the extra missions in the Cell Saga, which were the best of all. Playing as Cell, I fought against 16 and unlocked the trophy Team Android. After this came a sequel, which I've never seen before in any of the Dragon Ball Z games before. Cell goes to absorb Android 18 and accidentally absorbs Krillin and gets a new body. He then gets bullied by Yamcha and Tien, where we now have to fight against Yamcha. Again, you can see the passion behind this game, going an extra mile to add a Krillin Cell body and a cutscene. After beating Yamcha, Cell gets Kiko hoed by Tien, and turns out this whole sequence was just a nightmare. Being a Tien fan, this scene was gold to me.
10日後というのは長すぎたな。
Okay, so with all this out of the way, I now only had to go through the tournaments and unlock Mr. Satan and Great Saiyaman, which should be easy. Or so I thought. I started with the Novice tournament because I didn't have any other options unlocked at this moment. I loved how the character icons are laid out. They all look so cute. Anyway, I chose His Highness, Monsieur Frieza, and easily reached the finals where I fought against King Piccolo and showed him no mercy. Completing this easy tournament earned me 10,000 zenny and a beautiful shining trophy. Okay, so after that, I unlocked the Adept mode, picked the Prince as my main, and rushed through the fights. Breaking no sweat, I won the tournament and made 30,000 zenny, which unlocked another trophy and also Mr. Satan. After that, I rushed straight to Mr. Popo's skill shop and purchased Legend of Mr. Satan, which got me an easy trophy, and unlocked the advanced mode and rushed straight to the fights. The fights were smooth again at the beginning, and I easily achieved the initial victories till I reached the 4th round. The fight started normally, but Zarbon got the best of me and eliminated me. At that point, I was like, meh, it happens to the best of us. But soon came a series for tournament retries where I would lose every time on the 3rd or 4th round. After a good number of tries, I somehow won an almost lost match and made it back to the 4th round. Tough as it was, I somehow again managed to ring out my opponent and finally made it to the finale, where I would face off against my dearest son, who literally knocked me out in 10 seconds. I grinded through again and history would repeat itself, where I would go out to the finals against Trunks and get knocked out of here. After being defeated so many times in this mode, I finally decided to cheat my way out through this situation and play extra defensive. Well, it didn't work out too well, so I just equipped myself with a Senzu Bean, which gave me an extra chance to fight. With the help of the Senzu Bean, I finally got my victory in the Advanced Tournament, which earned me the final Budokai 1 trophies, Advanced Tournament and Team Earthlings for unlocking Great Saiyaman. With this, I proudly saw all the trophies collected so far and made my way to the second game, Budokai 3. As usual with all the Dragon Ball games, Budokai 3 starts off with a solid intro cutscene and a pretty cool menu. Just like Budokai 1, I decided to play the story mode of the game first to get all those easy trophies. The story mode of this game plays a bit different compared to the previous one though. Instead of having a cutscene driven story with Goku, you get to play the story through every Z character's perspective. Since Goku's story unlocks most of the extra characters in the game, I decided to start with Goku. The openish map to go to different locations kinda reminded me of Shin Budokai from PSP. Damn, I miss my teenage days. Anyway, this nostalgic baka wasted no time and went straight onto the fight against Raditz. This game felt so much more comfortable to me as I used to play Infinite World quite a lot back in the day. The easy supers are back as well as teleportations. Also, this game really surprised me with the beam clash. Damn, I loved it. Progressing through the story, I fought Vegeta, who showed me another new game mechanic, which is this quick time event chase attack. Damn. Which is pretty cool, but that got a bit boring and frustrating when every high level enemy starts using it again and again. Also, the cool ultimates are back from Infinite World, which is again a QTE where you need to press a button at the right time to fill in the offensive or defensive meter to win. At first, I thought that this game would be considerably easy, considering that I already played Infinite World too much and also that I had teleportation. However, I was very wrong. The AI beat me to pulp so much. Anyway, I continued my struggle to complete the game as much as possible and get that shining platinum. After a good number of fights, I unlocked a good number of characters and reached the final Boo fight. Well, according to the trophy guide, you can unlock a secret character if you reenact the fight as it happened in the anime, that is, use the spirit bomb to win the fight. I performed the Dragon Rush and thought that I'll probably fail and I can do the spirit bomb then. But to my surprise, I won and finished Goku's first playthrough and unlocked the trophy Budokai 3 Goku. I was both happy and disappointed. Since I needed to unlock some characters for some trophies, I had to play through Goku's story mode again, so there I went for round 2. With the help of the trophy guide, I found the locations to unlock Bardock and Kid Goku. While we're at this, I can't stress enough how much the trophy guide really helped me with this game, as some of the extra characters are hidden so well that it's super hard to find them without the tutorial. Anyway, I flew off to Namek and fought against Monsieur Kula and Metakula. After that, I progressed through the story and followed some hidden steps to fight Broly, who's just awesome! After a few beatdowns, I finally knocked him.
What's happening to me?
After that, I went to a specific location on the map and found Super Saiyan 4. Then I fought in the World Tournament as Gogeta against Gotenks, which I thought was pretty cool fight. Continuing this, I unlocked Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, who is just a beast of a character, and fought off against Omega Shenron. I know not everyone likes GT, but I really find Super Saiyan 4 pretty cool, and low-key better than Super Saiyan Blue, which got outmatched even by Android 17. Anyway, I continued through the fight and unlocked Omega. Then something really weird happened. I thought I had unlocked Cooler, but I was wrong, since I had to do another mission to unlock him. But that mission wouldn't show up for some reason. Upon googling a bit, I found out that I had to complete Vegeta's story and then return to Goku's run to unlock the mission to unlock Cooler. Yeah, I know, it sounds pretty weird. A big salute to all the people who found out all the secrets in this game back in the day without being able to find things online. With that out of the way, I played Goku's story the third time to perform that ultimate on Boo and unlock the secret character, but I accidentally knocked him up and wasted a playthrough. At this point, I was super frustrated as I had wasted a playthrough and I have to go through all of that again just to unlock 2 more characters. So in order to calm myself down and boost my morale, I decided to run the tournament related trophies next. I started with the novice mode and selected Fat Boo as I used to play him quite a bit in Infinite World. I easily managed to get through the tournament and secure my first tournament trophy. I then went through the skill shop and unlocked Adept mode and made a quick run through it with Boo. With ease, I got my second tournament trophy, Adept, which really calmed me down from the story mode frustration. As I went through to unlock the advanced mode, I found out that you need to unlock 32 characters to unlock the advanced mode, which made me get back on the track with the story mode. I quickly completed all of Vegeta's story missions and beat Kid Buu in the finale with an epic beam clash. This playthrough unlocked a bunch of characters and got me 2 trophies, Vegeta's family and Budokai 3 Vegeta. I then played Gohan's story, which is pretty easy to be honest. Gohan's story is divided in 3 different sections as there are 3 versions of Gohan, kid, teen and adult, and each of them has a trophy and can be finished really quickly. After finishing Gohan's story, I unlocked Teen, fought against Cell and recreated the anime Beam Clash. This unlocked the Teen Gohan trophy and Adult Gohan as a playable character. I then played through Adult Gohan story mode really quickly, unlocked Great Saiyaman and also unlocked 2 trophies. Seeing all these trophies pop up one after the other, it really boosted my mood and made me go for Goku's 4th playthrough, where I finally unlocked the mission to unlock Cooler, which helped me to unlock him and this trophy. I set the game on easy this time and got the spirit bomb on Kid Buu. With this, I finally got the new mission, which was to fight off against Oob, who got knocked off real quick. I continued through the remaining stories of all the other characters to unlock their respective trophies. Finally, after completing Oob's story, I unlocked Oob's trophy and the Dragon Arena, which really sucks, and I mean it. But more on that in a bit. Continuing through the story mode, I completed Broly's story and Piccolo's second run to unlock Hercule. After that, I went on to Krillin's second run to unlock the love of his life. I then went on to Gohan's second run to unlock Supreme Kai and managed to get another trophy. With all this done, I had to play through the dreaded Dragon Arena to unlock a couple of things remaining. To start off, I had to unlock Cell Jr. and Cyberman, who can be unlocked in Arena, but it's kind of luck based. So basically, I had to pick a fight with level 31 to 35, which can be interrupted by Piccolo randomly, and winning the fight against him would unlock the character. It sounds easy, but trust me, he never appeared to interrupt the fight, and I tried my luck for an hour or so until this happened. Well, these are all level based fights and the AI can do a massive chunk of damage even with a few hits if playing with an underleveled character, which sucks. I swear, I thought I lost this fight until Piccolo lost his stamina and I got a win using the Kamehameha and the Team Android trophy was mine. After this, I started my grind again and got interrupted by Nappa, who almost beat the living hell out of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan until I somehow managed to pull the ultimate attack on him. This literally obliterated him from existence, which in turn unlocked Cyberman and the trophy Team Frieza was mine. I realized that I had forgotten to unlock Videl, who was hidden somewhere in Gohan's second run through. Finding her unlocked Team Earthlings. With all the characters unlocked, I unlocked the advanced tournament mode, and since I had some previous experience with how advanced the tournaments can be, I went prepared with a heart virus capsule. To my surprise, I managed to get the victory pretty easily and got a new trophy. Then came another dreaded section which I wasn't expecting. You see, to unlock Cell games, you need to get interrupted by Cell in level 51 to 55 fights, which took quite a lot of time, and when he finally showed up, he beat the living hell out of me. And I had to restart my grind till he showed up again.
I give up.
The next time he showed up, I was a bit more prepared and I got my revenge and unlocked the Cell games. I played through the Cell games which went pretty smooth since there wasn't any ring out. But I got eliminated right at the end with a super close match. I gathered all my remaining patience and decided to finish this trophy run once and for all. I picked my main Fat Boo again and went straight to finale to fight against Super Boo. This time, I finally managed to outbox him and unlock the trophy for beating Cell games and the main prize itself, the Ultimate Warrior. Honestly, it felt amazing and quite satisfying unlocking this channel's first platinum. It has now made me hungry for more. Up next, I plan to replay through Prince of Persia series and unlock some more platinums for this account. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, subscribe, and add a comment on who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character and which game you would like me to play next. Till then, see ya.